Time, the tail end of the school year, summer. Place, a small, small, small town in Georgia, south of Atlanta. A dedication of sorts. This play is dedicated to late-night texts, picnics in the park, laughter that filled questionable spaces, and the times we could be mere inches apart. Togetherness. A dream, a nightmare, a premonition. Nighttime, the backyard. Crickets and cicadas chirp. The trees rustle with each blow of spring wind. A long clothesline stretches across. On it hangs a variation of clothes, dresses, children's play clothes, undershirts, bras, pants. In the center hangs a large white sheet. The sound of an old pickup truck can be heard starting up. The sound of an old projector starting up. Light. A home movie of the following is projected onto the sheet as it blows softly in the wind. Heels clicking on a stage can be seen. As the lights come up, hundreds of girls flood the stage. Their hair and makeup are perfect. They smile and pivot one after another. They cross to all different parts of the stage. People clap. They smile even bigger, sticky, sweet smiles. Midway through should be Lou. When she stops center stage, she is stuck, like she's standing in a flood of honey. Her eyes have opened. She spreads her arms. But the other girls continue on. They bump into her, then begin to bump into each other. Their perfect hair begins to fall. It is apparent how sweaty they all are. Lou's dress rips. Amidst the chaos, Lou begins to pull her hair back. She takes her heels off. She begins to scrub away her makeup. She rips at her clothes. She's left standing in a pair of Spanx and a strapless bra. And then she lets out a feral scream. Maybe it is heard, maybe it is silent. A hive of bees fly out of her mouth. The music ends. The projector cuts off. Crickets. Scene 1. Sherri sits on a fold-out beach chair in their backyard like a duck on a pond. She wears shorts and a blouse, probably purchased from the Belk's clearance in the neighboring county. She smokes, the cigarette an extension of her hand. She reads a magazine from a few years ago. The best kind of Saturday afternoon, one where she finally doesn't have to work. The screen door opens and slams shut. Lou stands over her mother.
Move out of the way, girl. You're blocking my sun.
Can I have one?
Sherri turns around. She concedes and hands Lou a cigarette out of her pocket. Lou picks up the lighter and lights it.
Didn't think you'd say yes.
I didn't.
Lou sits on the other fold-out chair. She pulls her hair back. Sherri sighs.
I wish you would leave your hair down.
Why? All it does is get in the way.
You did good earlier. What you did. And I think you could have placed.
You really think so?
Well, I wouldn't have said it if I didn't think it.
Wasn't it so funny when that girl from Macon took that spill and broke her heel off right before they announced the winner?
The old Miss Dogwood.
No, Miss Magnolia.
Oh, right. That girl is dumber than a bag of rocks.
She's pretty, though.
Oh, you think?
Well, she can talk, too. You know, might not always make sense, but she's passionate enough.
Sherri exhales smoke.
So, have you asked John to be your escort yet?
Pageant isn't for months, Mama.
Don't mama me. You gotta have an escort for the Miss Peach pageant. It's in the rules.
I know, but does it have to be John?
What do you mean, why? Louise, that boy is good.
I don't like him.
Well, it looks good if he's with you. And I guarantee some of the other girls and their mothers are about to be circling him like vultures for this one.
I know.
I know you think you know, but you just don't put it into practice.
Here we go.
I've worked so many hours so you can do this.
You know how I feel about this stuff.
I know, but just one more. For me, consider it your lottery ticket to college.
They cost so much.
I just want what's best for you, honey.
You know, other people's parents throw fits when they tell them they want to leave this place.
Well, I'm not other people, am I? One day, you're gonna fly on out of here, Lou. I've lived in this place my whole life, and if I'd have known a thing or two when I was your age, I would have left. You're meant for more than Piggly Wiggly, so will you ask him?
Fine.
That's my girl.
Having to have an escort is such a dumb rule. It's not like we're kids anymore. It's weird.
Sherri exhales on her cigarette.
You're telling me, but I don't make the rules.
Music plays. They begin pageant coaching. Sherri pulls the cigarette out of Lou's mouth and steps on it. A gasket backfires somewhere nearby. A pair of stiletto heels appears. Maybe their neighbors throw it over the fence and they land at her feet. Sherri pulls Lou's hair out of its updo. Sherri shows her where to walk. She hits her 3 marks. As she does this, we transition into the Piggly Wiggly. She stumbles frequently on branches and rocks. Her heels sink into the red clay. She finishes and throws the heels back over the fence. A dog barks. Sherri claps, even though she did poorly. She gives her the first place sash, Lou's Piggly Wiggly work vest. Lou holds on to her as she puts her regular shoes on. The music cuts out.